I can't tell you how happy I feel that I have this tool now in my toolbox, that from time to time when I feel like, the to-do list is kind of piling up, I can just press the 1 month day button and get stuff done. It feels like a superpower, really. It's like time distortion. Like, oh, I have a lot of things to do. Beef, now everything is done. Magic.
Welcome to Peaceful Productivity Techniques, where I help business owners put 3 hours back in their calendars and double their team's productivity so they can be the super dad their kids will always remember. I have just one ask of you. Please share this show so that other business owners can reclaim their time while growing their business.
A few weeks ago, a thumbnail on YouTube caught my attention because it was talking about how you can have the productivity of 1 month within 1 day. As a productivity coach, I thought that's my duty to explore that. I clicked and I loved it. I was surprised to see a name that I recognized, Rian Doris from the Flow Research Collective, talking about how you can organize your day in order to have 44 hours of productivity. I went and I tried this 1 month day thing, and today I'm here to tell you what I found out. So we're going to go over how to make that happen in your day. Why does it work? I'm just going to give you a compressed version so that you can jump right in if you want to. The 1 month day works from the assumption that the average office worker works about 44 good hours per month. Meaning that as a business owner, you pay someone to be in an office to work for you 8 hours per day, and they produce about 2.3 hours of good productive work every day, which is horrible, which is why people hire me to help them grow their team's productivity. The idea is if you can pack your day with 11 good hours of focused, flowy work where your output is 4x, that is 11 hours, 4x the output, 44 hours, you just had the output of 1 month of work in just 1 day. Sounds interesting? Listen on. And as you'll see in a moment, that's almost what happened when I tried it on myself. I guess a legitimate question you might have is, did it work? How much did you get done that day? Well, check this out. I kept the details of everything that I've done that day, and you can see it here. Everything that you see on the right side are the tasks that I've done that day up until this one. Long story short, I've done a lot of stuff that day. Does it amount to a whole month of work? I don't know, but it felt amazing. So let me tell you why it feels amazing and then how you can apply that in your own productivity routine. It feels amazing because it triggers the right chemicals in your brain, and because you're treating that as a very special moment. The way Ryan puts it in his video is, you imagine that the next day you're going to take a trip that starts at 3 a.m. and you need to prepare everything so that everything is ready for you to do this trip. I call that the trip to productivity land. And I just loved it because the day before I took care of all my messages, all my inboxes were empty. I took care of all the little things that usually take my concentration away. And then I just had a blank slate to do exactly what I wanted. So I went to my list of things that I get to do and I organized them the day before. Very important, organize what you want to do the day before. And when the morning came, I could jump right in and start working. At least that's what I wanted to do. But then there was a slight change in my plan. The ideal version of doing it, according to Ryan, is waking up early and jump right into the first block. You work for 3 hours. Then you took 1 hour of restoration. Then another 3 hours block, then 1 hour of restoration, then a 2 hours block of productivity, then 2 hours of restoration, and then the final 3 hours. So you have 3, 3, 2, and 3. That's 11 hours. And remember that you have 4x your output. That amounts to 44 hours, which is what the average office worker produces in a month. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that like this because we agreed with my family that they would go away for the weekend and that I could wake up early to do that. But they changed their plan. So I adapted. The way I did it, I started with the 2 blocks of the afternoon. I had 2 hours productivity block, then 2 hours break, and then 3 hours productivity. And then The next morning, I had block number 3 and block number 4. So I did have my 11 hours, but I didn't have them in one day. I had them from noon till noon the next day, if you will. Did I feel super amazingly productive? Yes. Did I tackle a lot of things that I was procrastinating on? Absolutely. Should you do it? Yes. Did I produce the amount of work for a full month? I don't know. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter because I got a lot done and I felt amazing. I felt amazing because of the chemicals that were released in my body, in my brain, as I was doing that. Because picture this for a moment. If you had no interruption, nothing is ringing on your phone, you have no notification from your messages, no one is entering your office to ask you something, there is no one disturbing you for a whole day. As a business owner, doesn't it sound like the best thing in the world from time to time? That's exactly what happened. It felt sacred. It felt special. It felt like I went somewhere on a spa, except I was just getting stuff done. And I loved it. I loved it so much. So I absolutely recommend you give it a try. And again, the link to the full video is below, but let me give you once again like a really short checklist of what you should do to make that happen. Number 1, you schedule it in advance. Number 2, you let everyone you care about know that you will be off the grid for 24 hours. Number 3, you finish all your unfinished business. Go to your to-do list and all the little things that are bothering you that are not connected to you growing your business, take care of them, delegate them, or delete them. Make the mental space so that you can focus during your 1 month stay. After that, follow the structure that Rian shared. 3 hours block, 1 hour pause. 3 hours block, 1 hour pause. 2 hours block, 2 hour pause. 3 hours block, and then the day is over. Pro tip, be super clear on what you want to achieve that day. Do you want to do a strategy day where you go really deeply, you look at your numbers, you make some tactical decision about who you should hire or fire or automate? Do you want to do a content day where you're going to produce a lot of quality content, whether it's a new website, an email sequence, YouTube videos? Do you want to tackle something important that you've been procrastinating on? That's one of the things that I did. I had a whole bunch of old crypto stuff that I needed to take care of, and I was afraid of doing it. And that's really helped me go straight into it, clear my stuff, and I feel so much better and lighter since. How often should you do a 1 month stay? Not every day. For most of us, it's not sustainable to cut completely every social interaction every day of the week. But it's acceptable to do it once in a while. And that's make it more special. Really, what I enjoyed the most about this 1 month day was the speciality of it. Like, it felt like Christmas, productivity Christmas. I want to do it as often as possible. I think that for me, with my particular family situation, once per month, maybe twice per month if I'm lucky, is realistic. But I found something that I can take from it in my regular life. And that's what I'm doing right now. Every Monday, I tell my family in advance that they shouldn't talk to me in the early morning. And I have 2 blocks. So I have 3 hour block, 1 hour break, 3 hour block. So that's not a whole month, but that's still 6 good hours of focus work. I've done that this morning. I'm in my second block right now. In my first block, I took care of some strategic finance investment thing, and now I'm all in on content creation, and it feels great. I love it, and that's easily repeatable. That's it, you guys. The 1 month stay was really a great investment of my time. I dare to say that if you prepare it correctly and you treat it as a special occasion, you will have a blast. You won't believe how much stuff you get done. You will be able to clear a lot of this overwhelm. Oh yeah, because I forgot to tell you, if you want to reclaim your time, if you want help organizing your 1 month day, and if you want to help your team develop their productivity, there are links below that you can use, resources, direct access to me through coaching. Do use it, or write your questions in the comments or in a review on Spotify or Apple Podcast. I'm happy to help. And also let me know in the comment, when are you going to do your first 1 month day? This week? Next week? Or do you feel like it's too complicated to make that happen? Let me know in the comment. So, the 1 month day, is it worth your time? Absolutely. Will you put out a month's worth of output? I don't know, but you will do a whole much more than what you think you're capable of, and it will also elevate your baseline when it comes to productivity. I can't tell you how happy I feel that I have this tool now in my toolbox, that from time to time when I feel like, the to-do list is kind of piling up, I can just press the 1 month day button and get stuff done. It feels like a superpower, really. It's like time distortion. Oh, I have a lot of things to do. Beef, now everything is done. Magic. One more quick recap. If you want to do your first 1 Monday, take care of everything that's taking your space in your mind, all those little things, buy some milk, pay those bills, take care of those little things. Let your loved ones know that you're going to be busy and off the grid for a whole day, and then treat it in a special fashion. Don't check your phone that day. Don't check your phone that day. Don't check your phone that day. Please, for yourself. Be clear on what you want to achieve and just do it. 3 hours work, 1 hour pause. 3 hours work, 1 hour pause. 2 hours work, 2 hour pause. And 3 hours to finish the line. If you have any question, write it in the comments, and I wish you a great rest of your day. And as usual, peace!